Alright, for this video, I'm now going to show you the process I go through for writing the articles. So what you want to do is, again, select your niche, then select your keyword phrases, and at this point you should have selected around 10 keyword phrases, much like I have here. I've selected a few, but using the method I used in the last video. So you want to go through and select about 10 keyword phrases that you could focus in and create some articles on. So I've found one keyword here, how to lose weight naturally, that I've decided to go ahead and create an article on. And I want to show you just, kind of what the articles will look like, because that's very, very important for this entire system. So you see here the article, it's just basic. The word count, it's about anywhere from 350 to 500 will be great as far as size wise goes. Obviously, the more you get above 400, the better chance you have of getting approved in more popular article directories. So especially with some of these article directories like Ezine Articles and some of the others, they're starting to crack down on much shorter articles. So it's important that you try to have some meat to your content. So you do want to have some quality articles, but you don't necessarily have to be wordy though and write entire essays and dissertations. So it's important that you have a nice balance. And you don't want to give them all the information in the world in the articles. You want to kind of leave them open at the end of the articles. You want to try to leave them wanting more, and that will encourage them to end up clicking on your link, which then could lead to your affiliate link, which is really what the system's all about, because it's all about, doing the things you need to do to get to where you're making that $100 a day. So in the next video, after we do this writing, we're going to show you how to select your affiliate program, and then also the process of setting up your landing page that you're going to be sending the traffic to. But of course, you obviously need some content to start with here, so that's why we're writing here in this step. So how to lose weight naturally was a keyword, and basically it's just some basic articles. As people nowadays become more health conscious than ever, they are always finding ways to lose weight, so different things like that. And it really does a good job of just kind of talking about ways people are using to lose weight. And it's really important that you try to include the keyword phrase as many times as possible. Like, for example, lose weight naturally, ways to lose weight naturally, or how to lose weight naturally, different things like that. You want to try to include the keyword phrase you're trying to go after. Try to include it where it makes sense. Try to include it a couple times in the first paragraph, maybe a time or two in the last paragraph, and anywhere in between that makes sense. There's really no perfect keyword density. You just want to make sure that you include it, because that is important, that keyword phrase does it be included, because that is very, very important to the process. So what, again, I recommend you do is just write short, informative articles. I do a lot of my article research, by just going out to Google, and you can just, let's just head on over here to Google real quick. And you can do your research just through Google rather effectively. For example, let's say that the keyword phrase is lose weight naturally. So you could go into quotes here and type in lose weight naturally and get some possible articles that have already been written on this subject. And so, here's one, weight loss for all. And you could just go visit this website, for example, and just grab a few tidbits of information, maybe, if they have anything. Sometimes it might just be a sales page, but if it is like an article, like, for example, like this one is, you might be able to pull off some information that talks about it. So, or you can just click back here, and here's a good site, ehow.com. Great site. ehow.com has a lot of great information. So I'm not saying that you need to copy. I'm just saying that you need to do some research, and it's important that you really have some nice, solid research behind you. Like how to lose weight naturally. You could take some ideas here, of how to do that. Maybe you could say this can save you, the expense of different things. You might take some ideas here and, kind of move this stuff into like a notepad file, for example. So I could copy and paste this into a notepad file. Do format word wrap, and just kind of take ideas and bullet points from this article and then reword it on my own. That's a fast way that you can go through and write articles, and that's a really effective strategy, is to, again, just go through articles and look for And you notice here, this is a good keyword phrase because you saw associated content, you saw eHow, you saw ezine articles, all these kind of sites that you can possibly get traffic from are actually on the first page. But you can just go through the different articles that are already written on the subject and maybe take some ideas and bullet points that they provide from their articles. So there's just a lot of different strategies you can use. I like to copy and paste different bullet points. The key factor in losing weight is losing calories. So you could be like, hey, that's a good point. I'm gonna copy and paste I'm gonna copy and paste that in here, and then simply reword that sentence, for example. So you can kind of get the idea here of how that can work in your favor. So the main point is that you're just copying and pasting, creating nice bullet points to go from. So you want to do this for each and every one of your articles. You want to start off with at least 10 unique articles that you write from. And then once you have those written out, save them into a Word document. And I like to save as I go just so I don't lose any. But then in the next video, I'm actually going to show you one other thing in the next video before we go on to setting up your landing page and finding your affiliate program. But I'm going to show you the next step is how to rewrite your articles, because it's important that you rewrite your articles. I'm going to show you a simple way to do that, because that's going to enable you to now that you have these nice well-researched articles, to be able to really distribute them out on the internet so you get even more massive exposure and possible traffic, which is what it's all about. The more traffic, the more people see your link, more people click on it, the more money you potentially make each and every day.